Greetings, everyone. There's always a discussion about the contribution of migrants to the South African economy, whether they are documented and undocumented. We've discussed that migrants do purchase goods in South Africa. They pay rentals. All this money goes to the South African economy. But in this video, we want to talk about holders of the Zimbabwean exemption payments in terms of the application to renew or to move to other visas. So far, what has been the contribution to the South African economy? You'll recall that in 2014, the South African government entered into a contract with the VFS Global that VFS was going to be a conduit between the visa applicants and the Department of Home Affairs. So applicants pay money to the VFS bank account. Some people have been thinking that the application of the visas is free. It is not free. People are paying when they apply for the visas. So, according to the then Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi, in December 2023, he had announced that 78,000 holders of Zimbabwe exemption payments had applied for waivers. And of those, 10,427 had applied to move to other visas. We do not have the latest figures, but we know, given what is happening at VFS, the queues, and that dates are not easily available for people to book to apply. So more people have been applying for waivers. But we want to use 78,000 and 10,427 because these are the numbers that we have. We don't want to speculate. So the 78,000, remember, before we talk about the 78,000, in 2017, 178,000 people were issued with the ZEP, Zimbabwe exemption payments. Of course, some, as we've already said, they have relocated. Some, unfortunately, they have died. But the number is still high, but it is no longer at 178,000. So, in December 2023, the figures that are available, 78,000 had applied for waivers, and it cost 1,550 rands to apply for a waiver. We're not talking about other fees outside the VFS, where someone will have to go for checkup. Other medical practitioners will charge 600, others 1,200 for consultation. So it depends. Again, we do not have a proper figure, so not want to speculate on that, but want to deal with the figures that we have. So, of course, I'm not good in mathematics, but if 78,000 people who are ZEP holders paid 1,550, it means 120.9 million rands was deposited in the VFS account. That's the money that goes straight to the South African economy. 120.9 million rands. Then 10,427 in December 2023 it applied for to move to other visa, and a visa will cost 3,225 rands. As I've said, we are excluding other fees that are not directly paid to VFS. So if 10,427 applicants paid, that are ZEP holders paid 3,225, So it means 33 million rand 627,075 rands was deposited to the VFS account. So you can add the 120.9 million to 33.6 million rands raised by holders of ZEP to VFS, paid to VFS. And if 78,000, now I'm assuming 78,000 who applied for visa, for waivers in 2023 December, were to all apply for various visas at a minimum of 3,225 rands. That means visas alone, not waivers now, but visas alone, 251,550,000 rands deposited to the VFS account. Like I said, there's an agreement, a contract or an agreement between VFS and the Department of Home Affairs. Whether the Department of Home Affairs does benefit from this money or not, that's something different. But the truth of the matter is that VFS is making money. The South African economy is benefiting, because this money is paid direct to the Standard Bank account of VFS. So those that are accusing ZEP holders, thinking that they are getting these permits for free or doing these applications for free, it is not so. Now, there's also a high volume of rejections, and a person is given 10 days to appeal. So if you are rejected for one reason or another, you are given 10 working days to appeal. And this, of course, comes at a cost. It's about 1,500 when you appeal. So, in other words, each ZEP holder will have to pay 1,550, those that are applying for waivers. Then pay another 3,225 when they then apply for mainstream visas. If they are rejected, those that are rejected, they will have to pay 1,500 rands. And this is a lot of money that is circulating in the South African economy. The United Kingdom and the United States are benefiting from African countries through visa applications. I didn't bring my notes here, but I was reading over the weekend a report from Nigeria on how much the United Kingdom has made through Nigerians that are applying for visas to go to the UK. And the United Kingdom government is making millions out of visa applications. So governments are now, governments whose economies are more stable than other countries, they are now making money through visa applications, because a visa is not for free. So as you criticize holders of the Zimbabwe exemption permits, just do your own calculations, because I've said the minimum to apply for a waiver, the fee is 1,550 rands. The minimum to apply for any other visa, once you have a waiver, 3,225. I'm not talking about people that are not in the ZEP category, whether they're applying from Harare, applying from Lagos, wherever, applying for visas to come and work in South Africa or run businesses. So visa application is now a source of income to South Africa. So as I've said, as I conclude, whether government then it benefits, that's something else. But the economy of South Africa does benefit, because VFS operates in South Africa, and no ZEP holder goes to the VFS offices carrying cash. They don't accept cash. You have to pay to Standard Bank. As I've said, 120.9 million was made by December 2023, and more people are still applying. Please write your comments in the comment section, like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, please do follow us. Otherwise, goodbye.